Yeah, well, so here's the thing. I'm making a video about today. I mean, like I usually do. I decided to incorporate, take the time to record about the situation with Hurricane Helene and how it might affect our hike. Recognizing that if I don't, upload the video for 10 more days, then it's probably not going to be very relevant. It definitely will have changed. Decisions may have been made by then. That'll be a different video. So I'm going to release a separate video today. So this is the intro to that. We are now hiking at this point, for those who don't know, because I do release the videos right now about 10 days behind, maybe even a little more. I got to get caught up. We are in Northern Virginia, just north of the Shenandoahs. And yeah, so what follows next is my thoughts as of today, as of right now, on our situation. All right, let's spend just a minute or two talking about Hurricane Helene and the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, so a hurricane happened a couple days ago, and we've spent the last 2 or 3 days just kind of absorbing what little information there is out there in regards to the trail. And let me first say, I totally recognize that how it affects the trail and how it affects, more specifically, my hike is super trivial, right? We're out here just having fun, right? Maybe not fun. It's not something we have to do. And their lives have been lost. Massive property damage. People have been, there's devastated. Entire towns are devastated. So we get that, right? My heart goes out to those that are affected. Okay, so yeah, that's always in my mind. But I also have to kind of figure out what we're doing. What does this mean for us? I gotta kind of understand if we're impacted, and if so, in what way. Now, the data coming out is kind of sparse. We've all seen, images of some of the bridges have been washed out that that the AT uses. Hostels have been severely damaged or impacted and will be closed. More importantly for us, probably, there are probably a lot of roads that we were planning on using that we just can't use. And the big problem is we don't know which ones, right? That information isn't there, and it's going to be risky to go down, think you're going to slack pack 15 miles, get 15 miles down, find out that the van can't meet you. Now what do you do? So there's that. We also know that the trail itself could be severely impacted. Entire sections washed out where you just can't walk. Landslides from mountains covering up what was a trail. Bridges again washed out. They talk about downed trees. For the most part, it sucks, but we could climb over or around downed trees. But, we had read somewhere or heard somewhere this morning that 1 in 50 trees down in the Asheville area have been downed. 1 in 50. Well, along the AT, if you had to climb over a downed tree every 100 feet, that's going to be difficult. So the ATC that kind of oversees this has issued some statements. I'm sure there'll be a lot more coming out. But right now, one of the statements is to consider the bottom 1/3 of the trail closed. Because the trail conditions could be so bad. But also, if you are out on the trail, you're not going to get the support you normally get. And if you get hurt, you may not get the resources. Or you're going to be detracting from resources that are better used elsewhere. Again, of course, maintaining and fixing a trail is not anybody's priority right now, right? There are more important things to think about. But the bottom 1/3 is not more, a little over 100 miles away from us. You know, we're probably talking about the bottom of the Shenandoahs, which we'll be at in 10 days. So what do? You know, I think right now we're taking a wait, gather data, kind of see how the trail is as we walk south, and figure it out as we go. We do have an alternate plan. That alternate plan is, at some point, we stop. We get off trail, we all go home. We're not quitting. Nope. But we stop for now. This sounds to me like a potential, and it may even be probable based on the conditions. If that is the case, we will take the remaining, whatever it is, 600 miles, 550 miles, whatever it is, and we'll do it in early spring. The goal being to finish before April 10th to be a technically qualified through hike. Not that that's important, but why not, right? If you're gonna finish it like that. We've done everything else. So that means we'll probably head back out in mid to late February with cold weather gear. Perhaps hike up north again until we reach wherever we stop at this point on our southern journey. So it splits us up. The trail, the hiking, gives us a break, I guess. We'll have to maintain our trail legs as best we can. And we'll head back into it. I mean, it's not all negative. We'll be back in time for taking care of things for family and home. Be a nice break. Yeah, but primarily I just want to make sure it's clear. We don't have to, we will not stop. But we may have to stop. And that's where we're going to be. So that's where we're at right now. We're just kind of waiting and seeing and collecting information. It's all pretty new. Hope you all understand. And as always, thanks for watching.